another wonderful WrestleRoni for me and for you. For the first time in well over a year. For the first time since September 2023. Current VCW Tag Team Champion. Welcome back to the Roni. Marcus Twist. How you feeling, my man?
Indifferent. It feels good to be back. Back in front of everybody on WrestleRoni. It's been a really, really long time since I co-hosted the show, but it's nice.
Good. Okay, cool. Good to hear. Now, let's call a spade here. We were supposed to be joined by DD Vice. He should be popping in at any time, but for right now, it's me and you, man.
Yep. It is me and you.
All right, well, let's get right out the gate. How's it feel to be back in RSW? Tell me about changes you've seen, what looks different. Put it all out there.
It's different. The landscape's different. Whenever I left, I felt like I had seen and done pretty much everything there was for me to see and do. As far as, because me and Dee were only ever really planning on tagging, and that was it. And once we kind of got to an impasse, and it was either win the tag titles again or, take off, amongst other things, I just decided, well, I'm gone for, that many other things. But then, like, now that I'm back, it feels like the landscape's different. There's so many new guys in the locker room, so many new faces, so many people that I'm just not familiar with. So it gives me drive to be there now, and to know the unknown of what I could be walking into every other show that I go to is interesting. But there's been some negative things with Lane Callie, but for the most part, it's been a really positive experience, and I feel like it's lit a fire under my ass a little bit.
Good to hear. Who's impressing you? What's some of the new faces that you're liking to see?
I like seeing Theo Strong.
For sure.
More frequent. I know that it used to just be a Cleveland thing. Now Theo's around all the time. Okay, and Jeff Paul, that was really fun to be around those guys.
Yeah.
And to, even the New Sin, the match with the New Sin, I feel like those guys have a lot of promise if Lane Callie wasn't such a piece of shit.
Definitely a piece of shit.
There he is.
DD Vice.
Oh, I need to be the other way now. Changing your fucking shit all the time. Maybe it's because, hold on.
You were full screen, but you were sideways, but you're good.
Is that
now
better?
You're good. Now you're perfect.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Welcome, sir. We're off to the races here, ladies and gentlemen. The other half of the current VCW Tag Team Champions, DD Vice. How we feeling?
I'm here. I'm tired, but I'm here.
Well, I'm happy to report this wasn't nearly as awkward as I thought it would be without you. So that we're off to a good start, I believe.
You didn't give
Now
it
it's
enough
about to get real awkward.
Yeah. Didn't give it enough time.
Well, take me into the comeback. How did it all come about? Dee, I know you're a big part of this. Tell me about the day there. Tell me all you can about the comeback to RSW.
My comeback?
Well, we knew you came back.
Okay.
Both of
that
you.
comeback.
Who talks?
Yeah, I think for.
Well, Didi's gonna freeze. He does that. Yeah.
Yep.
It's turned into a shit show, just not the shit show I imagined.
Wonderful. Love it.
There he is.
We good?
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah, baby. I think so. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right. So, Didi, you're kind of pulling the strings. Tell me your part of it, and then when we get to the day of, and we'll flip flop back and forth between you two. Tell me about the comeback, because I knew nothing of it. I was the last to know. What's going on?
On purpose. That was on purpose. That was part of the. That was part of the deal of Marcus coming back. Was we're not telling Lou about it because we wanted your reaction. And that was the most genuine reaction we could have ever hoped for. that was the best. That was rib of the year. I don't care. That was rib of the year. But I was just at work one day and just doing my thing at the shoot job, and all of a sudden I get a phone call, and Marcus is like, "I think I want to come back to RSW," and I was like, I had already talked to Tim at that point. Tim had told me that he was more than okay with it. Like he wanted Saturday Night Special back in RSW. So I knew I just needed to get Marcus on the same page, and he eventually came around on his own, which was amazing.
How long did that take?
You were gone for what, a year almost?
Yeah,
Nearly a year.
When did you
but
start prodding though? Because I mean, there for a few months, it's pretty cut and dry. There's no Saturday Night Special in RSW.
Oh no. Him coming back was literally the show was on a Saturday, and we had talked about it on Tuesday before.
Wow.
And then him and Tim talked that night. I put us all in a group together, and because part of the stipulation for him coming back was we weren't telling Lou, and him and Tim had to hash things out and be on the same page again. And it did not start off that way. I was like, this is going about as well as I expected.
All right. Marcus, take me into that conversation to Tim, then take me into Fairmont State. What's going through your mind? Give me the whole enchilada.
Well, I felt like whenever I was around initially, there was a lot of ignorance and a lot of blind eyes from the office, and they let a lot of people just kind of run around rampant and do whatever they wanted, and there wasn't a whole lot of honesty in between the office and the talent. There wasn't transparency. So you were walking in every show not really knowing what was going on or who was doing what or what the purpose was of what you were about to do. And after sitting down and talking with Tim and having some very choice words and some motherfucking going back and forth, it was apparent that there was a couple things that I'd need as a guarantee before I'd be willing to put myself in the situation again. I needed transparency and good communication. I wanted to be able to have fun with what I was doing and know what the end game was for everything. Like just off the rip, like, hey, any idea, throw anything my direction. Like if it's even something that you don't think you're going to do, but it's a possibility, just throw it out there. And I said it wasn't just to have Lou not know, it was to have no one know initially. So, I mean, like I walked in, Fairmont State, 3 people knew, and Tim and Dee Dee were 2 of them. Mm-hmm. People progressively found out I was there as the night progressed because I got there right after bell time, and they snuck me back through the building, parking lot. Not a soul seen me anywhere. I ended up running into Papaw and Bill, and I got walked through, seen Stevie G, got into the back locker room. Couple of the first people I ran into were Vance Desmond and Dustin Alexander, and I saw Logan Taylor, and just like all these familiar faces, and then guys that I've been seeing this entire time we were gone. That's Matt Taylor. I said Matt Taylor. Had Logan Taylor, Matt Taylor. There's a whole bunch of Taylors that were there. But so like I ran into all these people, old faces, new faces, ones that I've been familiar with for months, ones that I haven't seen in years. And then it was just this progressive build up to this moment, this huge moment. I feel like the video doesn't do it justice. I've watched it dozens of times now. The planning and the arguments and the shit that had to occur in order for that moment to happen, I don't think anybody else is going to appreciate it the same way as those original 3 people probably did. As far as me, Dee Dee, and Tim are concerned. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of work to even be there, and then even more work to keep it relatively secret. So, but it was good. It was really good. A lot of emotions.
What about that reaction? There's gotta be some sort of voice worrying about, are they gonna pop? Are they gonna remember me? You got the reaction. How'd that feel?
It felt really good to know that there was a lot of people that I had not seen or had not seen me in a long time, and I did see familiar faces from other shows that I had been working in the area or like being on VCW or but all these people that had not seen me in forever in an RSW ring, pulling the mask off, hearing people erupt the way that they did, and like feeling that's a once in a lifetime moment that had it like it was just the perfect storm. I don't think it could have possibly went better.
For sure. Guarantee it. All right. Okay, so we've talked about the
Yeah.
now. Seems like everything's going great. We know what's ahead of us, fellas. We know October 12th, this Saturday, Monongah. Lane Cali is bringing in Benny Conley. We know the name now. I'll start with you, Dee Dee. What we think?
So fun fact, yeah, he's bringing in a former RSW champion, and I have a lot of respect for Benny Conley. But Benny Conley is one of the only RSW champions that has an L to Saturday Night Special. So,
Okay.
like, of all the people you're gonna pick, why are you gonna pick him? And
That's
like I
his
said, that's
trainer.
nothing against Benny
I see what
Conley,
he's
but
doing.
like, do your homework.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Twist?
Uh to see Benny, there's a lot of emotions there too because I mean like back whenever Saturday Night Special was first getting their wrestling shoes on, like just right outside the gate, Benny came up and trained with us for a long time, trained me and Dee Dee for like a winter in Fairmont.
Yeah, it was a
And
couple months.
whenever I saw that like that was the guy, my first initial reaction was, man, I can't wait to see Benny. It's been a long time. And then immediately after, it was like, why is he taking sides with some asshole?
Yeah.
I don't really understand like where the line got drawn where like Benny doesn't like Saturday Night Special. He has respect for us, but he dislikes us enough or likes Lane that much that he's going to come in and be a mystery opponent against us. Which will have a promo probably within the next 2 days come out exactly about all that. But like Dee Dee said, we've already beat Benny before at PWL and Bluefield against him and Redacted. There's a lot of Redacteds running around nowadays. But this one was, what's his name, like Vagina Tornado? What do we call him? I'm not real sure. But we ended up beating them, and it wasn't because lost Dee Dee.
Oh damn! See, pissed off Dee Dee.
Well, I don't think that we beat them because Benny is any lesser of a wrestler than we are.
Okay.
I think that we beat them because his opponent, his tag partner, was less of a wrestler. Wasn't as well rounded, and it's kind of really surprising to see that Benny is making the same mistake years later with a different green guy, and he's walking into, I mean, I feel like it's undeniable now at this point that me and DD Vice are at the top of our game. We're the best we've ever been. Back then, it was, it could have been a toss-up, anyone's game. Now, I feel like with me and DD together, outside of, interferences outside of our matches, I don't think we can get beat in RSW together. I don't think Benny and Lane are able to pull it together and function as a team the same way that we have. Because we have roughly about 4 years nonstop tagging with each other. And I don't know much about the background with Benny and Lane, but I would almost guarantee that it don't equate to 4 years of tagging together. I feel like Benny joined up not realizing who the weak link is on this.
Okay.
And I think he's going to pay for it dearly on Saturday. That's why I wasn't worried, and I knew Dee Dee wouldn't be either.
That's good to hear. But you talk about pulling it together. I think that's what we need to do. You guys have made it clear you don't want me at ringside. That's fine. You did the podcast. I'll stay away from ringside. At the same time, I'm pretty sure I have a pretty foolproof plan that will get us the victory, and we can all be happy coming out of Monongah. But before we do that, I think we got to kind of bury the hatchet, get some shit behind us. So I want to start with apologizing for what happened in Mannington. Uh, my head got the best of me. Lane slapped me in the face. It wasn't shown on camera. He slapped me right in the face. So, yeah, I retaliated. But I cost you guys your comeback match. So, I apologize for that. But I think all three of us know it goes a lot deeper than that. This time last year, we're working on Attack of the Were Zebra, getting ready to bust this bad boy out. I'll give you a chance to tell your side of the story, Mark. I hope you give me my chance to tell my side of the story. We shoot this movie. I decide I'm going to do a Halloween special. Where do we go from there? What happens from there on your side of things?
I knew that we'd eventually have to talk about it in length. So, essentially, what had happened, in a nutshell, was I had, well, negative outlook, not me, not just me by myself, but negative outlook started taking off. Me and Dee Dee had like the flagship match against each other. The company was, up and at 'em, and we had a couple people, and we still do. We still do have plenty of people, but we had a couple people that wanted on a show so bad. That just so happened to be involved in this Halloween spectacular special to promote the movie. And then, like, things started to go off the rails. The person that had everything to do with all of that is an unprofessional fucktard who doesn't understand how wrestling works. And somehow he managed to convince himself that it was a good idea to bust himself open and bleed for free and do all the things that I do, making like a good amount of money and getting good footage and entertaining people. And I feel like he just kind of lost the plot. That was the biggest slap in the face, because I mean, like, I was actually willing to give the guy a shot. After a while, I just said, hey, I'm gonna stand on business. Like, I don't want to fucking see it. I don't want to see it with the cameras I bought. I don't want to see it on a channel that I have my name on. I don't want to see this fucking goofy asshole fucking prick job ruin what we're building somewhere else, or be affiliated with something somewhere else whenever, like, I don't even know. To go back, if you were a backyard wrestler 20 fucking years ago and you've never trained, and you had a year of training under your belt, and you had your following was all your biggest family. Say if I ended up like I backyard wrestled whenever I was like 17, 18, whatever. And then we start our own fed up here. A bunch of people show up and they're super, appreciative. And it's my mom and my dad and my grandparents and all my fucking family and friends. They all just pop in. I'm going to be the biggest fucking star on the show.
Okay.
Hands down. Hands down. This guy took being a hometown hero, which almost every hometown hero I know does not do this. They know that they're popular, but they don't fucking, like, they don't let it get to their head, because we've worked with a couple. Wilbur Whitlock is a hometown hero in Canton, Ohio. I've never seen Wilbur Whitlock act like a fucking asshole, because it doesn't make sense. Your entire family, your whole tribe is up there.
Okay.
This motherfucker let all that shit get to his head, and then thought the entire wrestling world owed him something, and then thought that weird backyard shit no one gave a fuck about 20 years ago correlated to now. And that's not how it works. And he didn't put in the time, didn't put in the effort, hadn't been around as long, acted like he respected like these hidden rules, and respecting brothers and listening to guys that came before you. and blah, blah, blah. Threw it all out the fucking window, but acted like he gave a shit about it the entire time. Totally ruined the vibe of the movie. Ruined my respect for a handful of people that were all involved in this fucking shit show fiasco that was this fucking Halloween special. I didn't even watch the movie for about 6 months after it came out anyway, against my wishes, which I fucking hated. And he ruined a friendship because there was a line drawn in the sand where it was like, well, Lou, you're either on my side, which I thought we were boys, that we were, in it together, as much as I put into it, and as much as you put into it, and all the effort and all the fucking everything that we put into WrestleRoni to make it good whenever I co-hosted, and all the things that we had planned and all the things that we wanted to do. Like that dude should have been an insignificant speck on the radar, but because of how everything played out and his links and ties with this company, it ruined everything. It ruined everything. It ruined me co-hosting. It ruined me being friends with you and talking to you on a daily basis. It ruined my home company. It fucking forced me out the door of my own home. And no one gave a fuck. Tim didn't fucking care. You didn't care. Plenty of other people didn't care. And that guy continued to force other people out and just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And that fun, amazing, original roster after TJ Phillips, the roster that built RSW back up out of a grave to be what it is now, that most of that roster's gone. And some of them are never going to come back. And this motherfucker ruined a whole bunch of other shit on top of all this. And I don't think it was worth it. I don't think it was worth having a deathmatch show with fucking 3 or 4 people in attendance in a barn in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Okay. And I get where you're coming from, and honestly, looking back on it, you were trying to give advice to not only him, not only me, Polly. I get that. I just want to clarify, and I've told it to you in messages. You don't check the messages. I get it. But to clarify to you and the world, what I thought I was doing, I wasn't taking his side. I was taking the channel's side. I mean, of course, I would want a death match on the channel. I definitely get why you said, people should be paid for it and it should be on a bigger stage. Honestly, I never even considered negative outlook when all this was going on. I didn't even see that as part of the picture. I just saw it all happen so fast. Boom, I'm recording all these interviews. Gannon says, hey, let's have some matches at the school. Oh, shit, now we got bulbs. Now we're doing a death match. At the time, that was the biggest thing that ever happened to the channel, and I couldn't sacrifice it, not for nothing. And I thought, yeah, we had a spat. I thought it would blow over, and here we are a year later, Obviously, you were pretty pissed off. I get it. I get it. What confuses me is Fairmont State, you return. I say, welcome back. We hug. You win the match. We go to the back, and then it's fuck me again. Now, I watched your promos since. You felt that you owed me something, which I don't think you owed. If anything, I owe you. You helped build this channel. You bought equipment for the channel. You designed the channel logo. Like you said, it was daily. It was daily. But I still don't get, where we're at now. Where are we even at?
That's I don't. I sit here now and I think about it, and I think about the moment and how big moments are and how you can get swept up in a moment.
Okay.
And the hug and the excitement, and I mean it didn't change anything. And I don't feel like at the time, or where my head was at leading up until that, was like, hey, I'm gonna, let bygones be bygones and push it to the side and come in and fucking make shit happen. And, maybe we'll bury the hatchet. Maybe we'll fix things. And, maybe I owe him one because Lou helped me just as much as I helped him. But after everything was said and done, I was back in the locker room and getting changed and just sitting there. I was just like, man, I don't fucking owe anybody. Like I owed coming back and having a good match and standing up for people and doing the right thing. I don't owe anybody for doing that. That speaks on my character. Everything that happened leading up until that point and being gone for a year, it speaks on your character. It speaks on Tim's character. It speaks on well, the other motherfucker that we can't say his name anymore. It speaks on his character. I feel like you guys all got what you fucking deserved while I was gone. And the guy shit all over everybody and fucking ruined everything. And after sitting there and thinking about it, I was like, you know what? If I was around, maybe it wouldn't have happened. Or maybe if somebody would have listened, maybe that wouldn't have happened. But I feel like a lot of people got their just desserts from fucking not listening. Because I don't talk just to talk. Whenever there's a reason why me and Dee Dee have been successful in the things that we do. And there's a reason why other motherfuckers aren't. And it's not like I think I know better than Polly, because Polly came before I did. But I think I definitely know better than you. I think I know better than Billy. Might as well fucking say his name. I feel like I've always known better than the both of you. And I mean, like, honestly, most of the shit, like, I gave you the insider, the training, the scoop, the everything. I built Spooky Lou up in my image to the best of my capabilities and helped you every step of the way and was there every time that you took a step back. If anything, I feel like you still fucking owe me. I never owed you and never had to owe you. I think you've always owed me. And I don't think I'm ever going to see that return. And then after Mannington, you fucked me again. And I don't think that's fucking right or fair. To continue to get fucked by the same person that you just want to help and push. And it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm more hurt than mad, but I'm fucking furious about it. I don't feel like I should have to fucking sit here and explain like all this shit like I did something wrong, because I didn't.
It's crazy you say that, because I know that feeling very well. I tried to look out for my channel. I'm the first to say that if I had any mentor in this business, it was you, and that's appreciated. And I think I've told you how much I appreciate that. Dee Dee, where are you at on things here?
I'm just taking it in, man. Listen. I've been Switzerland the whole time. I've done my best to stay unbiased, and because it's easy to get roped in because it's my tag partner and it's a dude that I've made friends with along the way. Like, I mean, it was tough, and even for a while, I got pushed out the door.
I was gonna say you've
I
been
had
roped in.
I had people fucking running my name through the mud, like I did something wrong. Like, so, like I said, I was gone for a while. Like, shit went way further than it should have, and I mean, as far as everything goes now, as far as all that goes, it's fixed. But this is still, I mean, obviously, like the hatchet's still visible.
Right. And hey, I'll be the first to say it's cost me opportunities. Believe me, when I showed up at VCW, some of the looks I got and the way people acted, I've missed a lot of deathmatch shows that I'd regularly be going to. I'm not saying I've paid my pittance, but it's cost me. I guarantee you it has.
I don't think it cost you in the same way that it cost me or Dee Dee or Zeke Mercer or what about fucking Remy leaving for an extended period of time? I don't even know if that's related to all this bullshit. It cost so many people so much shit, and no one fucking cared because you had a big giant dancing fucking clown that his family came and watched and bought tickets. It's fucking, it's sad. It's a travesty. It's a fucking guy. It's an abomination, is what this is. What it turned out to be.
I'm not going to sit here and defend the guy. I know that this Saturday in Monongah, I can almost guarantee you we have the biggest crowd yet, and he won't be a part of it.
Well, it's because of this. it's because of this. It's because of the other guys that came back. It's because of the story building. It's because of the solid wrestlers. It's because of the good environment. It's because of how much better things got after they had to get that bad for it to get as good as it is now. It's just how it is. We went through a dark age with fucking TJ Phillips, and then we went through the fucking bubonic plague with Billy Knox, and now here we are. This is the renaissance, the golden era of RSW. To be completely, I don't give a fuck about walking into that place thinking that it's Lou and a Saturday night special victory. It's Saturday night special. You're what the fuck do you have to do with any of this shit? You fucking roped us into doing all this. We got pinned into fucking doing this shit. If we would have just beat them in Mannington like we were going to, because no one fucking nobody fucking kicks out. Nobody kicks out of the fucking second story stunner and a big old boy lariat. Nobody fucking ever kicked out. No one would have. That whole match is fucking. If it would have never happened, if you never would have came in the ring, if you never would have made the fucking decisions that you made, we'd have never been here. So now we got another fucking bump in the road because of Lou, and Lou doesn't think he did anything. It's not surprising. It's accountability, and it's something that some people lack. You don't have to be accountable. You don't have to feel accountability for it. You might not ask me to come back. You might not ask for a lot of fucking things. But here we are. It's how it fucking played out. But I can tell you this. It's Lane Callie and Benny versus Saturday Night Special. It's not Saturday Night Special with Lou versus Lane Callie and Benny.
No, you guys have made sure I can't be in the venue in my hometown on the show with my face and my name on the flyer.
You should have thought about that. You should have thought, like, what, because you get fucking slapped in the face?
Marcus, what are you going to do?
I fucking wouldn't go and interrupt the goddamn match. I wouldn't go and fucking run up in someone else's match and fucking get them disqualified.
Nobody pumped that match up more than me. Nobody was more excited for that match than I was.
Yeah, nobody fucked it up worse than you did. That's crazy. Nobody fucked it up worse than you. It's insane that you were super pumped and you were really excited and you were trying. Oh well, hey, we'll figure this out somewhere down the road, and that's what we were gonna do. I was gonna eventually have this conversation off to the side and not be upset in front of a bunch of fucking people and not bitch, but. It's always for the sake of the channel. Here we are having fucking private conversations out there in the open for plenty of people to fucking listen to because it's what's best for the channel. It's always about Lou and the views. Ain't got nothing to fucking do with just doing the right thing or burying the hatchet or fucking making up for shit. If you'd have just never dove in the ring in the first place, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in, and we'd be off maybe trying to get the fucking tag titles again. Maybe doing something that actually matters.
How many times do I have to apologize?
I'm going to end up fucking beating the shit out of Lane, and then we're fucking Benny's just going to be cannon fodder at this point. We're going to get this motherfucker done and then move on with our lives. Just like the whole 12 to 15 minutes that you have to be outside, you'll move on from that, just like we're going to move on from this 12 to 15 minutes. We'll be better fucking wrestlers. We'll be the better men that day. Walk out of Monongah the same way that we walked in. Lane Callie will walk out, tail between his legs, and hopefully fucked off for the rest of the fucking, to the end of time. Because I'm fucking tired of hearing it. I'm just tired of dealing with fucking sock puppet, fucking goofy ass young clowns coming in and doing fucking a bunch of stupid shit. And then I got to come over and sweep up the fucking mess. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm just tired of it.
I am tired of being the bad guy. I made a mistake. I've apologized on every social media platform possible. I've tried to apologize face to face. I get it. It's a loss.
Have you ever thought that, like, you are the fucking bad guy? Like, you apologize for it, but I mean, like, if you continue to be the fucking bad guy, what's the use of saying you're sorry? Who gives a shit then? If you're still going to be destructive and fucking terrible, what the fuck does it matter?
I don't have the option to be destructive Saturday, do I?
I mean, I hope to God not, but I mean, knowing you might hide underneath the fucking ring and pop out and fuck it up again. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck
leave that fucking venue, Marcus. You will watch me leave. Everybody can watch me leave before your match. You have my word. I will not be there.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that you won't be in there. I'm glad I don't have to worry about a third guy. It might as well be 3 on fucking 2.
One match.
Having you in the fucking building.
I got slapped in the face, and again, I don't know how much more I can bite my tongue, how much more I can kiss ass to try to make things right again. That's all I want, man. Whenever all this shit went down, I didn't bash you on social media. I didn't talk shit. All I did was miss my fucking friend.
I didn't say anything about you on social media because we weren't fucking friends. I didn't say a word. Didn't say a word about you. Didn't say a word about any of the other goofy bullshit that's been fucking going on. Never said anything about it a year ago. Don't say anything about it now. And you could have waited a total of like 5 seconds, and you could have went and beat the shit out of Lane Callie. How the fuck you got a temper? You're supposed to be a commentator and level-headed, and I ain't never seen Jim Ross fucking run the ring and punch somebody over Stone Cold.
I got smacked in the face, and this goes. I don't know how much of the channel you watch while you was going, if you watched any, but this has been going on for a minute. This kid is under my skin. I've been the first to say he's fucked up my head all year, and again, I'm fucking sorry.
This is the fucking greenhorn shit that I was fucking saying. It's two fucking guys just fucking coming at each other over and over again that don't know when to quit, and they're dragging a bunch of other motherfuckers into their business. I think you should have just had a match on your own with fucking Lane Callie. If we didn't have a score to settle with him, you could have just fucking did that. Then you could have been the big fucking name on the flyer, buddy.
Do you not think I didn't try? Do you not think I did not try?
I didn't see it. Obviously,
I cannot argue that I should be in a professional wrestling match. I'm sorry, but believe me, I fucking tried.
I've seen you bump, dog.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's fun. Here's how we'll fucking put it. Here's how the listeners will hear it. Here's how everyone's gonna hear it. Because I'm getting the fuck out of here after this shit. Saturday Night Special is gonna go clean up another mess on Saturday. And it'll be the last fucking mess that Saturday Night Special has to go and clean up. And then we're going to move on to bigger and better things. We'll still be in greener pastures and in better graces than the fucking guys we end up beating. We won't have to worry about Spooky Lou fucking helping them kick our asses. We won't have to worry about him throwing the fucking match for them because he won't be in the fucking building. We won't have to worry about a lot of shit after this Saturday. Down, like, just to fucking look at it from my perspective. I want to fucking beat Lane Callie so bad that he just stops fucking with everyone and just acts normal. And then I want it to be Benny sees it happen. And then Benny doesn't want to fuck around and be his goddamn friend anymore. And then he won't have to back up. Maybe he won't come up here and try to fuck with anybody anymore. But I'm going to go into Monongah. Dee Dee's going to go into Monongah. Those guys are going to come into Monongah. Lou's going to fucking leave Monongah. And then we're going to fuck them up. And then we're leaving. I'm going to the fucking bar. I'm going to celebrate. Whooping the fucking sock puppet fucking monkey piece of shit fucking goofy ass motherfucker's ass. And I'm done. I'm done with this. Done with this entire fucking situation. I don't want no more parts of this. I don't want to have fucking conversations about this shit. I don't want to talk about what happened about a year ago. I don't want to talk about what happened 2 weeks ago. Hey, from the fucking time I came back until now, I want to fucking forget about it. Second we're done Saturday, it's done. It's done. It's gone.
Done.
I don't give a fuck. Done. Well, completely done. Done with this shit. Done with fucking talking about it. After Saturday, I'm done with all of it. I'm gonna go on. Maybe we'll go get the fucking tag titles off Rucker. How about that? Maybe that's what we'll
come on here and threaten Ruck.
Saturday Night Special is the biggest fucking threat that boy's ever seen. He just ain't fucking seen it in person.
He knows what's up.
Maybe he will see it. Maybe we'll go up against maybe I'll just go after Logan Taylor for the fucking belt. Maybe we'll go Maybe we'll go do this. Maybe we'll go do that. I don't give a fuck what I do. I'm just fucking over this. I'm over being the fucking pawn for Spooky Lou's goofy ass fucking channel and the views and the bullshit. I'm just fucking over it, dude. I don't give a fuck about none of this. No more. I'm done.
I really don't know who you are anymore. I really don't. You're going to threaten... Oh, there you go. Dee Dee. He's going to come on here and threaten Ruck after the way he defended Ruck to me last year, saying he should be the star of this film and what a great future he has, and now he's going to take Ruck's belt.
Those were not threats, sir. Those were promises, and you fucked with the wrong dude. Listen, I'll be real with you. After we went in and kicked the shit out of Jeff Paul and his stepson, we were fine. We were fine. Like, I got what I wanted. You have to stand outside and watch us beat Lane Callie's ass through the window. Because we've both beaten Lane Callie's ass.
That makes me
in
feel
singles.
like y'all can't trust me.
I told you to trust the process the whole time, and you literally, we were this close to beating Lane Callie again because you couldn't trust the process.
Trust the process of week in, a week out, you guys treat me like a piece of shit. Maybe not you, but him for sure. You after Mannington, yeah.
I'm trying to go into this whole thing. I've been trying to go into my comeback to RSW with a different view than what I've had in the past. Like, I'm trying to come in and make shit better and make sure the scum stays out. And I'm getting roped back into shit because I was trying to help a friend. And now I'm stuck in the middle of some bullshit. So I'm going to go into Monongah this Saturday and show you and show the world that Saturday Night Special have been doing this shit for 4 years. Saturday Night Special draw people. We put asses in seats, we beat asses, we get paid, we leave. And that's exactly what we're doing in Monongah. I apologize for you having to stand outside, but that's what has to be done.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Listen, I do. I appreciate everything you've done as far as, everything that's happened recently, everything in the past. I just really think Monongah has potential to where we can all win. We can put everything behind us. But I don't really think you guys see the threat, man. Like, you know what Lane's capable of. We know what Benny's capable of. That's a hell of a threat, and I wish you guys would just listen to me. I know what y'all are capable of. You're VCW Tag Team Champions for a reason. But I really, really think I can help if you guys would just let me help.
I'm telling you this as a friend. Just stay out of the way.
I don't have the option, man.
Just stay out of the way. Trust the process. We have it handled. If we didn't before, you went and pissed off the bear. So now it's more in the bag than ever. Because Marcus Twist is one of my best friends. He's my tag partner. He's my brother. We've been up and down the road. So I know him better than anybody. And he is one of the most stubborn and one of the most spiteful motherfuckers that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. So you stirred up the rattlesnake, and we're down to fight anyways. We're always down for a fight, and you know this.
All right.
So it's just their fate is already sealed because we're coming into Monongah pissed off. They'll be lucky to walk out of Monongah.
And I dig it. And I think you guys will be victorious. But what happens after Saturday? I know you guys have plans. You want to go win some gold. But at the same time, we all work in the same company. How do we fix this?
Do you like everybody you work with?
Okay, all right, but because I had a situation this past week where I had to bite my tongue and deal with shit. And believe me, I don't look at Twist the same way I look at this guy. So, okay, I get it. But can you fault me for wanting things the way they were?
No, I can't. I get it, and that's why we're still here, and that's why you are still here, because if goddamn well, if it was up to him, you would probably be laying in a hospital right now.
Fair enough, man. You got any final words for the audience before we head into Monongah this Saturday?
If you're coming, I know you're paying for the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge of it, because we're going to come in, we're going to beat ass, and then we're going to go find some place to drink about it.
Stack card, baby. DD, I
Very.
appreciate the hell out of you, Bubby. I really fucking do. I'll ask you to hang on the line. To the listeners, I wish it would have went better. Don't give up on me yet. Just show up at Monongah this Saturday, 7 o'clock bell time, $10. Get you in the door for Spooky Lou's Tales from the Squared Circle. Crazy stack cards, Saturday night specials, returning to Monongah, Air Duzan returns to RSW. We got so many championships on the line and so many matches, it's insane. In the meantime, treat each other with kindness and respect. Go out there and live your dreams. Don't take no shit from nobody. But maybe if you want to, forgive somebody and maybe you'll feel better. I don't know. That's my 2 cents.